Facebook Live again. Definitely into this coming online and finding a meme that I created, a photograph of mine with some words that I got from an article that I wrote. And this one is a beach on the east coast of Scotland, and the meme has got the sun high in the sky. It's covered in clouds. You'll be able to see it below at the end of this video, this Facebook Live. I'll put it below this video, and it says, "It is in contentment and silence, in the larger world of being, not doing or achieving, that true happiness exists." As I was growing up, I remember being told a story from Jesus in the Bible, of Jesus in the Bible, and he goes to the house of two sisters, Mary and Martha, and they looked after not only Jesus but also the disciples. Whenever they were near to Jerusalem, they used to hang out in Bethany, a little village just outside Jerusalem, and they were two sisters, two different personalities, as they always are in families. Each person in your family has a different type. We all need to stand out in our families. I'm the brainy one, no, and he's the good-looking one, or so he would tell you, yeah, my brother. So there's two sisters living there in this house, and I think it's Mary that sat at, not Mary Magdalene, another Mary, Mary who sat at the feet of Jesus, and Martha's running around getting food prepared and making sure that the house is clean, and there's so much to do, Mary, why aren't you getting involved in this? And getting quite annoyed, a bit self-righteous, Martha, you know, all you do is just sit there at the feet of Jesus. And I was thinking of that when I wrote this. It is in contentment and silence, in the larger world of being, not doing or achieving, that true happiness exists. And it's quite a challenge, really, to these sensibilities of this day and generation. Certainly within the Western world, we're very much about achieving and setting goals and making sure that we get as far as we can go. And I was talking about growth, and that's slightly different. I was talking about growth yesterday, but by growth, I'm talking about the human personality, the human spirit. I'm not talking about the accumulation of riches. I'm not talking about being overly industrious and running around like a headless chicken. I'm talking about being someone who is growing each day, becoming more than you were the day before. So in this little story of Jesus and Mary and Martha, the two sisters, he's saying this is the best thing to do, to sit and listen to the wisdom that I'm sharing. Running around after food and cleaning up and stuff like that, they are necessary things, but for right now, this is a time of contemplation. This is a time to rest and relax and to grow spiritually, to hear the words of someone who has sat in your house just for a few moments. Soon they'll be gone. And that in that contentment, rather than that striving and struggling, of just being at peace and listening carefully to what's being said, your life's going to be enhanced in a way that food will not enhance it. You'll be hungry again tomorrow in a way that cleaning will never enhance it. Cleaning, unfortunately, it has to be done all the time. So it is in contentment and silence, in the larger world of being, not doing or achieving, that true happiness exists. We're human beings, not human doings. I think Wayne Dyer was the person who first said that I heard say that. We're human beings, not human doings. But we spend too much time doing and not enough time being. Contentment. Do you ever get content, or are you always on the go? Are you a Mary or are you a Martha in this equation, in this story that we're telling? We always identify, don't we, when we watch films or we read a story, we identify with one of the characters, usually the hero in the story. We identify in our own minds as we sat there watching, how would it be if I was that person? In what way does that person's life reflect my own? What can I learn? We just sit there in the cinema and we don't even realise we're doing it. What can we, Tris? Hi there, I'm just a Tris. There's always a need for a Tris in a person's life. Tristram's my cousin and he enhanced my life so many times, and he probably doesn't even know it, but he's a good guy. So yeah, we all have different things that we're called to do. I'm not saying that human beings don't have to do anything. There are times when we are called to make an impact and to say something and to do something, but there are times for contemplation. And one of them is when wisdom is being shared with you, because if you listen, you can grow. And that's what everything that's alive does. It grows every single day until it dies. So keep growing and keep believing that it is in contentment and silence, in the larger world of being, not doing or achieving, that true happiness exists. Happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness. If you concentrate on the things that make you happy, in that quiet contemplation, in that place of silence, if you think about the things that have made you happy in the past, today, you know, what are you grateful for today? I'm really grateful for this or for that. I'm alive. I got up this morning. It's far better than the other option. So if you are someone who's contemplating the things to be grateful for, the things that make you feel happy about your life, then you're going to be in a much better frame of mind when the awkward things come your way, to try and, as we say in Sheffield, I think it's a fairground term, to have your duck knocked off. Oh, something knock your duck off. And what they're saying, what they mean by that, having your duck knocked off, is you were on top of the world and someone rained on your parade. So if you're concentrating on the things that make you happy, the things that make you smile, you're more likely to be content. And with the word contentment, I was thinking, when I wrote this, I was thinking about the words of Paul, the apostle, who he said he'd been shipwrecked and he'd known times he'd been in jail. He'd known times of plenty where there was lots to eat and lots of dancing and joy and happiness, and he'd known times of nothing, of absolutely nothing, degradation, chained up, forgotten in a cell, and then there was an earthquake and they all had a party. He'd known both times, but he had come to the conclusion that in all these things that came our way, that he could be, if he chose to be. Not saying that you should, but you can, if you want, to be content. Difficult time, COVID times, being stopped from going places where you'd normally go, stop doing things that you would normally do. And you could concentrate on that and think, what a horrible time this is. But if you were to look instead in contentment at the things that make you joyous and happy, even now, you know, those beautiful Zoom calls that you have with friends and family, where you catch up and you have a little chat, as if you were in the same room with them, and you're not, but you pretend that you are, and you feel great just to know that your friend, your family member is still there, that they haven't been taken away by this horrible disease. And now, at the end of my little broadcast, I'm trying to sum it all up. What am I trying to say here? I want those people who are going to hear this now. Thank you for the people who watch me live, and thank you, Tris, for tuning in, and anyone else who's watched this live, but also those of you who will watch it later. This is the message that I was intending to bring to you, that your contentment and mine is something that's always there. It's waiting for us. We only have to change the way that our mind thinks. Either you can focus in on the things that make you sad, and there's plenty of them around, I'm not saying there isn't, or you can focus on the things that make you feel happy, joyous, content. And if you think about those things, your life, it is your thoughts. You know, I think it's Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, that said a man's life is what his thoughts make of it. So if you choose your thoughts to be in a much more being rather than doing, you know, sometimes there's nothing you can do. There's so many things that you would like to do to make your world a better place, but you're unable to. You haven't got the power. You haven't got the geographical location now because of COVID to be able to go and do what it is that you need to do. You can't be with your loved ones. There's so many reasons why you could go on a spiral downwards, and I'm suggesting instead, think on the good things of life, the things that bring you peace, bring you contentment and joy, and focus in on that, and let your mind be being used to answer the question, what makes me happy? What makes me feel good? Because that's your life. That's actually what your life is all about. Your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, said that. Okay, this is what I said on my little meme, and I'm going to put it below this video. It's a Facebook Live, not a video. It will be a video. I can put it on YouTube and everything. It is in contentment and silence, in the larger world of being, not doing or achieving, that true happiness exists. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Love and light to you. Namaste.